Since the overturning of Roe v. Wade back in June of 2022, anti-abortion activists have been working to find ways to limit abortion access across the country. Now, only 10 months after the Supreme Court decision came down and left abortion laws up to the states, a Trump-appointed judge in Texas has recently ruled that the FDA improperly approved Mifepristone, the pill used for medicated abortions, back in 2000. The judge issued a nationwide injunction pausing the FDA's approval, which was set to take effect on April 13th. This case has already made its way to D.C. The Supreme Court recently decided to preserve access to Mifepristone in this interim period of battling lawsuits and appeals. However, if the Texas decision is not eventually overturned, the pill will be pulled from the shelves, both in places where abortion is legal and illegal, and the FDA will have to restart the approval process, which can take years to do.
This is just a crisis of democracy. When you can have one activist conservative judge make a decision like this, to file an opinion like this, that is so politically motivated, that is not grounded in anything but junk science. He literally cites the junk science that was put before him by anti-abortion opponents in a way that really contradicts the 20 plus years of safe access to Mifepristone that women have relied on to end pregnancies safely.
The ruling in Texas claims that the FDA overstepped its authority in approving Mifepristone by using an accelerated review process reserved for drugs to treat, quote, serious or life-threatening illnesses. The FDA denies those claims. How can a court from a small town in Texas impact abortion access both in our city of D.C. and across the country? I spoke with Emily Bridges, head of brand impact and communications at Advocates for Youth, an organization working alongside thousands of young people to fight for sexual health, rights, and justice, who shares these same questions.
The question of why a single judge in Texas can make this ruling is not really clear to people who are not legal experts. We know that the group that originally filed this lawsuit set up in Judge Mark's district in Texas specifically so that he could hear this case because he is the sort of infamous anti-abortion far-right judge.
Mifepristone is taken together with the second medicine, Mifepristone, to terminate a pregnancy through 10 weeks gestation. If Mifepristone is taken off the shelves, Mifepristone will still remain available. Previous evidence has suggested that Mifepristone is less effective than Mifepristone, and even less effective when taken alone. However, recent evidence actually suggests the opposite, leading some to be confused about effectiveness and what options they really have.
Regardless of effectiveness, the ruling will remove an option that people want. It is being removed from people's use for no reason. Good to know there will be an option for medication abortion no matter what, and yet it's also unfair and really wrong that the option of Mifepristone will have been removed.
But what does this mean for abortion access in D.C., where abortion is still legal? Medicated abortions account for over half of abortions that are performed. Loss of access to the drug could send even more people to the D.C. area for services and stress an abortion care infrastructure that is already at capacity. The D.C. Abortion Fund, an organization that helps to fund abortions, is already funneling thousands of dollars a month toward abortions for travelers from anti-abortion hotspots. The group last month spent $65,000 on abortions for people from Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, and Illinois. People could come to D.C. to access abortion options that are legal in our city, overwhelming clinics and leaving longer wait times.
Any restriction on abortion is an additional burden on clinics in the areas that surround the area where there are restrictions. Planned Parenthood and other major networks have already stressed that they will not have to stop offering medication abortion. Even if Mifepristone is banned, they will still offer misoprostol-only abortions. Young people have the right to every abortion option. They also have a need for every abortion option. These are basic health care measures. They shouldn't be denied because of ideological opposition to abortion care.